Hey folks, Crazy Cajun here. It's getting to be that season where you want to bring out the comfort food. The comfort food being soups and stews and all that good stuff besides the goodies. But today we're going to bring you potato soup. So we're going to start out with, first let me show you. In here I've already pre-diced a half a yellow onion. Oh, looks a little better than a quarter. Right under half a green bell pepper. Same thing with the orange bell pepper. And 1 stalk of celery. Oh, that was fun playing with the seasoning. Oh, I love food. Anyway, and what we're going to do, we're going to have a variety of ingredients, but I'll just show you, and we're going to cook together. We're going to use a half a strip of bacon, a few, either yellow gold, or in this case, whatever these potatoes are, I think just a yellow potato. Anyway, some paprika, some slap your mama, garlic powder, parsley, some shredded carrots, a can of cream of mushroom soup, some half and half, and some chicken broth. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do, if you got a slice of bacon, you want to cut it in half. I've already pre-cut mine in half because I like to cook mine like this size. If you come over here, if you have a Dutch oven, that'd be great. I like to use a Dutch oven, if not, whatever pot. And I'll put that in there. Oh, and by the way, a little olive oil too. Put that in there. And we'll put a little olive oil. And we'll add some paprika. So I like paprika on at least one side of my bacon. I do that whenever I cook bacon. It just gives it that good flavor. It's a Spanish style, so it's a smoky paprika. So what we're gonna do, the idea here is we're gonna fry this piece of bacon, not quite crispy, and then we're gonna remove it to a smaller frying pan and finish in frying it crispy. Can I say that 3 times fast? I doubt it. Anyway, and once that's crispy, we're gonna save the grease. And we'll just go step by step, and I'm going to show you step by step. So the more I thought about it, I decided to put the other half. So actually 2 halves make a whole. Little math assignment there. But anywho, it's at the point now. I want to see it's almost crispy, but not totally. So I just want to remove it and put it over here to on medium fire on both, because I want to cook that up to get the grease. We're not even using the bacon in the soup. We're gonna eat the bacon, and everything's better with bacon, right? So now's the time that we took that out. We're gonna go ahead. Remember those nice diced seasonings? Oh yeah. And I gotta get some garlic. I have some minced garlic in the fridge. I should have had that out already. I guess I forgot to take that out, but we're just gonna put that in here. Oh my gosh, look, so colorful. Colorful is fun. Who doesn't like a little colorful splash? Anywho, let's see. We'll go ahead and put us a little minced garlic. That should be enough. It's maybe a teaspoon, I guess. We'll figure all that out and have those in my ingredients and directions in my description. But right now, we're going to go ahead and fry this on our medium heat, number 6. And we're just going to let that cook until the seasoning is limp. And in the meantime, while that's cooking down and while the bacon's frying on a medium heat, we're going to get these potatoes peeled up. And we're going to get them peeled up. And we're going to get them washed up. And we're going to get them cubed up, and then we're going to add them to the pot, because it is potato soup. So without potatoes, you don't actually have potato soup. So keep watching, and we'll go step by step. Okay, I went ahead and removed the bacon. I know it looks really extra crispy, but remember, we just wanted for the grease. And I never made a lot of grease because we already started cooking in this pot, but we're going to add the remainder. And while I've been cutting the potatoes, I've just kind of been stirring this. So, just finished cutting up these potatoes. What you want to do is, or what I like to do, cut it in half like that. And then we're going to go 1, 2, And we're gonna go 2, 3, 4. So basically all your potatoes are getting cut pretty even in this cube size. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even to the small ones. Just make those 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what we're gonna do, I think what I wanna do now is add my cream of mushroom. And let me get a spoon, a good, or something to stir with good. Okay, I'll just get something like this to stir with good. Move that, move that. All right, let's get this cream of mushroom soup added. Woo, getting a little messy here. We'll get that spread around. And let that cook a minute. See the onions too, how they're getting a little translucent? That's what you want, which is basically almost see-through. So don't add anything until your onions are at that stage, because that does most of the cooking, and then the rest of it will cook throughout. Anyway, put my fire back up to 6. I had lowered it because it was getting too heated on the bottom of the pan. And let's go ahead, get us a can of half and half ready. Do that, that should be good. Set this aside just in case we need more, but I doubt it. And we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. You can let it cook. See, it's starting to bubble and change colors a little bit. This is going to be some good potato soup. All right, you see how it's already turning colors? It's getting a little, that brownish, tannish color. Now would be a good time to add 1 can of half and half. We'll go ahead. And let me grab a spoon, because I want to get the rest of the goodness out of the bottom of the can, because there's still a little bit in here. And we don't want to waste. We want every little bit. Look at that. All right. And we'll get that mixed up good. Let's mix it well. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the meat of the dish, the potatoes, for the potato soup. Let's gradually add it, because we don't want to just dump, because then it'll be plopping everywhere. And so we'll get this gradually added. Let's see. Get that mixed up well. Just mix it throughout. This is going to be so yummy. Set this aside. What I'll do is, you know that can of half and half we put? I'm gonna actually do, I buy these boxes of chicken broth, and I like it in a box because I tend to use a little bit here, and it's got the cute little saver cap. So we're gonna use probably half this box. And that's about what I have left in here. And I like to buy the unsalted because everything else is salted. So we don't want our dish to be overly salted. And now, let's go ahead and add our spices. We'll put a little more paprika. You know, we already used some on our bacon. So we'll put a little more. We'll go ahead and put our carrots. Which really, I probably should have put the carrots when I put the potatoes in, but that's okay. Bad. Let's just do that. And I bought the shredded. We'll just put a few of these. Let's just put a few more. Let's see what we got. Let's put a little more. See, you want to add. It's all about judging to your liking. Okay, that's good. And I don't want it to be carrot soup. I want it to be potato soup. And actually, I probably could have left 1 scoop out, but that's okay. Let's put Slap Your Mama. One of my favorites. We'll put a generous amount And then a little garlic powder. And put some parsley. And you just kind of, you judge, and as always, practice makes perfect. And just keep that going. And that's a little thick for me right now. So I think I'm gonna add this can, add a can of water. And it's just kind of figuring it out as you go. And put the rest of one more can of water. And later on we'll taste it, and if we feel like we want to add more chicken broth, I got more we can add. So now we'll just stir it often. We'll keep it on a number 5, between 4 and 5. We'll put a seal top and we'll stir it often. All right, I gotta just say, I skipped a little step. I should have added my bacon grease before I added the rest, like right on top of the potatoes, so they could have just sucked it in. But that's okay. We can still add it because it had some, and we're just gonna scrape that in. And we may even throw some butter in this later. Just don't know. See all the bacon grease that we put in? We're just gonna get that stirred throughout. And basically, we're gonna let this stay with a sealed top on a number 5 and stir it often. And we'll keep checking the potatoes, and when the potatoes are tender, then what we're gonna do is, or rather when it's boiling, we're gonna lower the fire to number 3 and let it cook until the potatoes are really tender and the carrots are tender. And we're just gonna watch it. So keep watching. See what I want to show you. So it came to a boil, and I lowered the heat down to number 3, and you can see it's starting to bubble still. It's not ready. It's been cooking about 30 minutes now, but you can see the potatoes aren't ready, the carrots aren't ready. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue to let it cook on a number 3 with a tight cover. But in the meantime, I have a stick of unsalted butter, because remember, you don't want any added salt. There's 1, 2, 3 tablespoons here. It says it for you, so you know a measurement there. And I'm just gonna cut this in the 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, and drop these in here. I decided to go with the butter, because just like bacon, everything's better with butter also. And just give it that other extra creamy flavor. And we're just gonna keep going, and then we'll sample it, and we'll see how this soup comes out. Okay, this has been cooking approximately an hour and a half. The last 15 minutes, I did bump it from a 3 to 4 on the heat. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, such goodness there. So my daughter has decided she would take a break from her football day and be a taster. So let me get some of this served up for her. Oh my gosh, and the potatoes are tender. Now, some people do, and you could do, and I've thought about it, you could take a portion of this and blend it up to get some of the potatoes broke up throughout, but I didn't. I just left the whole thing chunky. It's a little hot. She wanted some cheese with hers, so she got some cheese set aside. And we're gonna see what she thinks about it.
Sometimes you like a good soup when it's cold outside, and it's getting a little cold here. Put a little cheese in my soup. And we'll mix it up. I'll get this tasting done so I can go back to watching my football. Okay.
Oh, it's hot.
It's definitely hot. It's good for when it's cold. That's a good, creamy, good soup, for sure.
All right. So we're going to say double thumbs up because it's football day and we got warm soup. And as always, more to come. See you soon.
Go Tigers!